so I can start talking?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do something called color gathering. And color gathering is an exercise in seeing the nuances of color in the natural world. And let me just preface it by saying that it's a technique that is designed for failure, but that's okay. That helps us see what we have to do in order to use color in a living kind of way in our paintings. So we have to really go beyond what's in a tube or what's in a pastel stick or a pencil. So the first thing you do is you look at something in the natural world and you want to gather the color from it. So I'm going to take these echinacea blossoms and think, okay, I ought to be able to make that color on my paper, but I'm not trying to draw the flower. I'm just trying to, as if I could take a tiny bit of color and put it here. So I'm going to start with pink. Make a patch. I'm just going to do it in a patch and rub it in. But then it's a nice color, but when I look back and forth, it's not quite the right color. So it looks like it's a little bit more purple than that color. So what would happen if I added a little bit of orange into it? And then I'm going to rub that in. That seems a little too orange. What would happen if I put a little bit of red in it? And rub it in again. Well, that really does seem too red. So now, what if I go back to my starting pink color and rub that in on top? And you can see that I'm not going to get exactly that color from using these pastels. But as I layer it, the color that I have here is more lively. So then after I do a patch for that, I could try a patch for the green that's near it. And the same thing. It's like, oh, I have a green chalk. I'll use that. And then put that on. And rub it in. Well, that's kind of more yellow than the green is there. So I take a different green and put it on top. Rub it in. It's a little too clean, that green. Doesn't have any kind of darkness in it, really. So then I could try putting a little red in. And then that in. Well, now it's not quite like rich enough. And so then I have to do a little bit more. And again, I get to having a nice color and kind of nuanced and lively color, even though it's never going to be exactly the way that it is in the plant. And you can make a whole page of them. Just gather from different plants, and you could even label them and spend some time color gathering.